Today I was writing a biology test and I remembered that I knew the answer to the first question just a few seconds ago. And it made me wonder, where did that memory go? Because I knew it couldn't just disappear, because I knew that memories weren't something abstract. And it made me wonder, what is exactly the process that happens when you forget a memory? So I again found something about it and I'm going to try to explain it to you in a simple and very easy to understand way. The only three things you need to know: neurons. Neurons are like the building bricks of a memory. Synaptic connections is the glue to connect the bricks, the neurons. And engrams is the full memory itself built from the synaptic connections and neurons. There are many ways to forget, but I'm going to talk about the two main ones, and the second one only because it explained to me something that I didn't understand for so long. First one is called synaptic decay, where if you don't visit enough the house that you have built, because our brain is super efficient and it's constantly trying to remove things that you don't use, it actually starts cutting out the synaptic connections, the glue to the bricks that you have built. So it pretty much over time dissolves the glue. And after a long enough time, this connection just cuts off, which is called the synaptic pruning. And the interesting part is that the neurons that were just cut off, the whole engram, it breaks down. And as you can imagine, if a house breaks down, you can reuse the bricks, and that's the exactly same thing that our brain does. So you can actually build another memory from an old memory using the same neurons. So perhaps I remembered what was for lunch instead of the biology answer. And the second way that was extremely interesting to me was retrieval fail, where basically your brain doesn't cut off the connection, but it just forgets that it is there. So the memory, the engram, is still there, but because you haven't visited it for a long time, it just kind of forgets that the path is even there. But there is a way actually to recall this memory, because if you do something that was heavily connected to this memory, it actually can resurface this path and you can actually remember it kind of back. And this happens quite a lot, because sometimes you remember something because of a certain aspect that happened in your life and you thought you completely forgot about this thing, but it's still somehow there. And that's this retrieval fail, where you forgot something, but because something that was connected to it happened in your life, you actually remember it back. Now, as you might understand, I'm not a biology genius, so there might be mistakes in this, but I hope you could understand something from this. And InoVitek, until next time.